off to the movies. That's right. I'm sitting down with Jesse Eisenberg from Now You See Me Too. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. Hello, Jesse Eisenberg. How are you?
Great. How you doing, David?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's great to see you in this film. I remember when I talked to you in New Orleans when you did the first one. We all knew we enjoyed the film,
right.
but I don't think anyone knew it was going to be such a popular film. I mean, it sort of gained popularity as it played in theaters. What do you think the magic of that was, or the chemistry of that was, that made it such a big hit and brought us to the sequel?
Well, thanks for saying that, and that's exactly my experience too. And even stranger than kind of growing in popularity while it was out, like since it's been out, that's the movie that people stop me all the time for. That's like, because I have kind of firsthand experience of what people like that I'm in, because people tell me every day. And the movie that people like that I've done is Now You See Me, and everybody always said like, when are you doing a second one? And it really was the strangest thing, because I have like an aversion to sequels. Just as an actor, you think, well, no, it has to be better than the first one to exist. And so they wrote like half a dozen to a dozen scripts of this movie. And finally, all the actors found one that they said, yeah, this one works. Let's do it. It's great. It's better than the first one, and it's worthy of existing.
You know, you talk about people liking certain films that you're in. Zombieland was one of my favorites with Woody Harrelson, and then to see with Woody Harrelson again in this one is just it's like a certain kind of fun magic for me. And then you think about all the other people in this, the cast. I mean, it really is an incredible cast.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's just like there's a lot of great characters in this movie, so it attracts a lot of actors. And then there's this other thing, which is that it feels like we're all part of this great ensemble. It's a group of actors who are not shy people, but are kind of selfless enough to be able to allow for our colleagues to excel. Like, you know, Woody and I have done now 3 movies together, so like I know if I have like a joke in a scene that I think Woody could do better, like I'm happier giving it to him than screwing it up myself. And I think he feels the same way. And we all just have that, you know, Mark Ruffalo, Lizzie Kaplan, Dave Franco, Dan Radcliffe, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. There's just like a great group of people who all, I think, feel pretty comfortable being part of a group rather than needing to kind of be the center of attention.
Yeah, it's like I've got your back. And I think the other thing that's really sort of fantastic about this too is, you know, you watch these magic tricks like the rain scene in this one, and you wonder how it's done sometimes, and you actually reveal some of the secrets in the film, and I think that takes the audience behind the curtain, so to speak, and they really feel an affinity for that.
100%, and that's the reason actually I like it too. That's the reason I like this movie as an audience member, is because like we don't just do like these incredible tricks. We actually show how they're done. So like for me as an audience member, like frustrated by magic, because I always find magic like really wonderful, but I always feel like frustrated because I'm a very curious person. And of course, the main thing about magic is that you don't know how it's done. And so what I love about this movie is that it like takes the audience, as you said, kind of like behind the scenes and says, yes, it's really incredible, and this is how you do it. And not only are we telling you how it's, you know, but you can also do some of this yourself. A lot of it's like really complicated and requires some equipment, but it's all possible.
You know, I remember in New Orleans when I was talking to Dave Franco, he takes out cards and he's throwing them. He wants to do your credit card. He wants to show you a trick. Is there a trick you picked up that, you know, people are going to ask you in the parlor to perform?
Dave Franco is the best magician out of the group of us, so he wins. But the thing I could do is called like a snap change. Excuse me, magic trick where you you like make it, you show one card and then you snap and then the card changes into a different card. To me it's like the coolest looking trick, and it's also not that hard to do. It took me like, I'm not exaggerating, probably like 6 weeks to get good at.
Yeah.
If you see it and if I showed it to you, you would think, why did that take you 6 weeks? It should be immediate. But it is, you know, it's like just a little muscle memory that you have to kind of get right. It's all the stuff like that that's like the stuff that looks like the easiest to do are usually the things that are the hardest to do, and then vice versa. Like the things that are the hardest looking, like making it rain and making the rain stop, are actually like kind of like the easiest to do. It just requires some equipment and a little bit of knowledge.
I got to tell you, it's a lot of fun. You know, you see trailers a lot of times before you see the film, and I mean, you just see Morgan Freeman, you see Michael Caine, you see Ruffalo fighting 9 guys in Macau. I mean, you see all that, and it takes you on a journey. And I imagine going on to those different cities with this cast had to be really remarkable too.
Oh yeah, we spent some time in Macau. I actually went to Macau like 10 years ago, just with a girlfriend, like because we were just curious. It's like this strange Portuguese island in the middle of China, south of China near Hong Kong. So it's just like a kind of collection of disparate cultures, and we got to shoot there. It was just the most amazing thing. You know, that's really a weird perk of the job, is to get to go to places. I've been living right near you. I've been living in the Midwest in Indiana for the last few months. I got to work a lot in the Midwest, and so I got to see a lot of this world that I would not have ever been exposed to, having, you know, grown up in Queens and New Jersey.
Definitely. Well, I tell you, it's such a thrill to talk to you, Jesse, and good luck with the film. I'm the guy who usually asks you a question about
Thanks, David.
food, but I'm not doing that today. We'll do it another time. And thanks for joining us on New Day Cleveland.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.
He's like, I know. I was waiting for you to ask me about the food, but
Yeah, I love that guy. Smart kid and really
he seems
terrific.
very intelligent. And
Yes.
he's so talented,
Great
too.
sense of humor, too. And you can see the movie. It comes in theaters this Friday. And you're talking about tricks that you can learn to do yourself. So he sent me this Now You See Me 2 magic
Kit.
set.
Ah,
What do you
so
think
you
about
can
that?
really learn a few magic
Look at that,
tricks
huh?
here.
So I got my little magic trick thing here that I'm probably going to
Now you.
give to some little kid that they can make. You know what?
I was going to say, you should learn how to. Oh,
I
no,
could-
what? You're going to tell me to learn how to
I
do a
could
trick.
saw you in half, maybe.
But
There's something interesting. What do you think about that?
saw me in half, at least not make me disappear.
They
That's
sent me.
good,
They
that's
sent me an
good.
envelope too. There's some kind of tricky envelope. I don't know what's in this envelope. Let's see what's in here. I hope it's free tickets to the movie.
That would be great, right?
Yeah.
Head out there.
Sharpen your skills with these illusions. Oh, okay. So it's telling
I
me
was
that.
just telling you what to do.
Okay, and it is a great cast. You see this cast in there; it's just great. Morgan Freeman's wonderful. Michael
So
Caine.
many talented
Yeah.
people in that cast. It's going to be a good show, good movie.
And guess what? Right
Game
now
of
you can
Thrones
win
too.
your